Hi everybody, it's me again. This is my video about just rap music, metal music, some of my favorite, what I consider to be rap music and metal music, I guess, and just a core evaluation of how much knowledge I have. So as you can see, I got a Bruce Springsteen, huge fan, grew up with him, probably one of the earliest rockers. If I was to just do a brief, deep history about how I feel about metal music. The first metal music that I remember listening to was, of course, the hits that you would hear off the radio. My mom's boyfriend had a well, not just a bunch of cassette tapes that absolutely just had all the classic hits that you would always hear. But when I started studying metal, I realized Black Sabbath wasn't the original. Now, if you don't include certain bands, say Motorhead or Judas Priest, right? Well, who was before them? Of course, everyone knows Black Sabbath and everybody knows Led Zeppelin, but what people don't know is the contributions Deep Purple made. Now, for me, Deep Purple, of course, had like this heavy Pink Floyd style. Like it was, like they just it was entertaining, but at the same time, it was a different sound. Another one people don't give credit to, of course, because I just mentioned Judas Priest, I mentioned Led Zeppelin, of course, Black Sabbath, arguably is one of the most famous. To me, Motorhead is the metal of metal. I don't actually have a Motorhead vinyl, but I do got a ZZ Top. And to be honest, these guys were the metal sound. They had the cover. Like, look at that cover. Like, it's just everything about ZZ Top was metal. Like everything about them. If they weren't metal, they were definitely the godfathers of the rock sound that we listen to today. And to me, that's just some of the greatest music, like Tush, Starkly Dressed Man. Can't get over those classics. If I was to show you newer metal bands, here's my Arch Enemy vinyl. I'm a huge fan of Arch Enemy, have been since the 90s when they first came out. This album is Rhapsody of Fire, who is actually just named Rhapsody now. Or sorry, was named Rhapsody, and now they're named Rhapsody of Fire. Sorry, my bad. This album is featuring Sir Christopher Lee, who really loved metal music. And yeah, Triumph and Agony, Rhapsody of Fire. This is when they were named Rhapsody of Fire, actually. This is when they changed their name. I actually should have. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. And then my Misfits. Everybody loves the Misfits. So, that's my brief of metal music. Well, it's like, well, you're wearing a Wu-Tang outfit there. Well, that's true, because I majored in rap music, and the reason why I got into rap music was because of people like Mike Shinoda and people like Tech Nine. Always listening to music from Quincy Jones, or just finding different artists that didn't necessarily talk about the regular hip hop rap music. Like I listened to people like Brother Ali, Immortal Technique, Eric Sermon, Cypress Hill. In fact, greatest album of all time, Black Sunday, which is Cypress Hill 2 or Cypress Hill 3, Temple of Boom, arguably the greatest rap album of all time. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're only fooling themselves. Why am I saying that? Very simple. Because they don't know rap. That's actual rap music. Gangstar. Actual rap music. Bet you guys will never see this in a lifetime. Tech Nine vinyl. Okay? Tech Nine was actually one of the first artists I listened to. In fact, one of the first artists that I actually had his album, The Calm Before the Storm. Of course, this is about 98, 99, something like that. I had Big Willie Style from Will Smith, a Jedi Mind Tricks mixtape, which featured their Visions of Gandhi snippets and stuff like that. Like, it was a mixtape. I couldn't even tell you what kind of mixtape, but it was a mixtape, and it featured some of their newer stuff from the later 2000s, and of course, everybody that knows me knows I love Will Smith and I love Tech Nine. But that wasn't the first album I bought. The first actual album I was able to buy, which ironically I stole them prior to and lost them and then had to rebuy them, was Linkin Park. And I always had respect for Mike Shinoda in the Asian community, and I always had a real respect for the Latino community when it came to just whether you want to consider it rap or hip hop. Mike Shinoda is just one of the most influential artists. If I was to name my top 30, I would go Cypress Hill, whoever you want to pick from there, the Wu-Tang Clan, Mike Shinoda, Tech Nine, Vinnie Paz, Cool G-Rap, Lauryn Hill, Queen Latifah, Nas, and the Lox, which consists of Chic Luke, Jadakiss, and Styles P. Now those are my top 10. I actually put 20 more down from Quincy Jones, Pete Rock, LL Cool J, Naughty by Nature, Mount Westmore, Busta Rhymes, Exhibit, DJ Quick, Classified, Immortal Technique, Brother Ali, Bun B, Trey the Truth, Cully Tuna, Jay-Z, Outkast, Pharoah Monch, and if I was just to stick other people in there, I guess people that's like Eric Sermon, and I know this is going to seem weird, but a Christian rapper by the name of Lecrae Moore, who is arguably one of the most influential artists today. To be honest, Burner, what he's the music that he's able to put out with Dr. Green's on there is just absolutely unreal. And why not put D12 in there? Like, I didn't necessarily grow up listening. Like, I listened to Eminem, but it was always the popular stuff and everybody. But he wasn't really like my to go to, like, because I knew about the struggles he had in court with his mom. Like, that's where I get into this place where I have to tell people, like, there's a difference between rap and hip hop, and people that are ghostwriters, storytellers, like Jadakiss talked about writing rhymes for people. Don Jones, who writes rhymes for people like Snoop Dogg and all that. Eminem's a good storyteller, but as of one of my favorite artists, no, I can't put him in there. I could put him in the top 40, but that's because he's a good storyteller. Like, and if you look down the list from Cypress Hill, Wu-Tang Clan, Naughty by Nature, LL Cool J, all the people that I listed, if you were to ask people like Eminem, they probably would say my list is probably one of the top lists you'll ever hear of any artists. Like, because those are some of the greatest artists, producers, if you're not including the regular people that you normally see. These are all people that are behind this, a lot of times behind the scenes, and do a lot more than just playing contributions to the music, but to outside of music. Like Queen Latifah, who's gonna take, say, Queen Latifah out of the top 10 and put Eminem in there? Nobody would, because Queen Latifah has that respect. Now, like I said before, Eminem is a great storyteller, but he's only hip hop, and a lot of it, like say Raz Kaz, this is rap. This is why. What's the difference between rap and hip hop? Well, rap involves you having a rap sheet and, charges conducted to the code of the streets. There's a from murder, whatever. You have to make a name for yourself, right? Yeah, to make a name for yourself, you have to be a street person, and that's what rap is all about. Hip hop is all popularity. It's all about the new, the now, the in. Uh, if I was to say, I always liked Outkast. That's why I guess I never looked at, say, Lil Nas X as this. Oh well, he dresses like this and stuff, and he sings about this. But Andre 3000 has been dressing on nearly damn near the same way for the last 20 years, but you never seem to talk about that. So, uh, I don't necessarily hate newer music. I don't even know, like, there's so many artists out there that I almost forget that there's certain names I haven't looked up, like Harlow, Jake Harlow or whatever. Um, this, just different artists, even Cardi B, I haven't looked up any of her music. Only hear the popular stuff and stuff that people literally hate. So, but they'll play it. It's like, I hate it. But why do you play it? So I don't know. I don't have a bad opinion about what people in music say, what they consider music, or what people believe is music. Because I'm a person that likes opera, the person that likes orchestrated. I just went through just metal and rap within the time that we spent together. So, with that said, I want to thank you, and yeah, like some of the best like music that we're able to listen to now, and it sucks that a lot of these artists are now passing away and stuff like that. Like we're never gonna hear Motorhead or Linkin Park, Soundgarden, all those guys anymore. So let's just appreciate the music that we have now. And I thank you for your guys' time. And I'll see you guys again. Thank you.